Ready, go! This electric bicycle is a vibe. Other than its unique appearance, one thing that stands out about this electric bike is it is a 52 volt system with a 1500 watt peak power output hub motor. 20. And okay, yeah, dude, I can tell this thing got a little more pepper in it now.
So are you testing out more bikes?
Yeah, it's
Prowler.
It's called the Revibikes Prowler. So let's crack this thing open and see what it's made of. Check out that seat, dude. So the weight of this bike is listed as 112 pounds with a payload capacity of 400. And here's what it looks like when you get out of the box. And while it's far from the only interesting thing about this bike, one unique thing is it has a staggered set of wheels. The back wheel is a 20-inch wheel and the front is actually a 24-inch wheel. I don't think I've ever seen an e-bike with a 24-inch wheel yet. And these are the Kenda Crusade puncture-resistant tires. And we'll pop that tire on the front in a moment. But first, let's look at this frame. Dang, dude. So it feels like a faux leather seat and a plasticky, leathery feeling, whatever this is. And this e-bike is a hardtail. Look at that frame. Definitely a very long frame. And it is running Tektro hydraulic brakes both on the front and the rear with 180 millimeter rotors. And we'll get a better look at that 1000 watt rear hub motor in a moment. But first, let's take a peek up front at the dual crown fork. It does have air suspension on the front fork, no adjustments on it. And it is an inverted front fork. I feel like the battery's gotta be in there because I don't see it anywhere else. Oh yeah, there's some screws there. We'll take this off in a little bit. But first, let's get those handlebars on. And look at the rise on these ape hanger handlebars. It's got faux ergonomic grips that match the color of the bike. And on the right side, we get a quarter twist throttle and 7 speeds on the Shimano shifter. We'll flip that display on here in just a few. But first, let's get that front wheel on and see what's in the box. Pedals. And the charger. The charger is, it's a 3 amp charger. They say it's a 20 amp hour battery pack. So 20 divided by 3, that'd be a little bit under 7 hours to charge the battery from completely empty to full. It is a 52 volt battery. So 58.8 volts is the max on a 52 volt battery. Here is the headlight that comes with the bike. Probably will be a horn built into that. We'll find out. Pop that front wheel. Tight fit. There we go. Front wheel attaches securely with a bolt. Pop that front fender and headlight on there, and this thing's starting to look like a motorcycle. Which, speaking of, let's take a look at that battery. What we got going on down here? Oh, that's where the charge port is. There is an on-off switch here. And it is indeed a 52 volt, 20 amp hour battery, 1040 watt hours of energy. Here's the controller. Taking a peek down there, I can see it is a 52 volt, 30 amp max controller. I'm getting out of there before it breaks something, dude. And flipping this Prowler around, look at the length of this chain. That is a long chain, dude. And around back, it connects into a 7-speed gearbox from Shimano. It's got the Altus derailleur and a Hentac 52 volt motor. We've definitely seen a Hentac on another bike that has a lot of power. So let's fire this thing up. Revibikes. So we've seen this display on other bikes. I like this one. It shows us the wattage of the motor, miles per hour front and center. Battery up here in terms of a percentage, and we can tab through. Look at our average speed, time, trip, odometer, max speed, and we get 0 through 5 levels of pedal assist. You can hold the plus and minus button and get into the advanced settings if you know the password. So it comes with an optional rear rack. I think it looks better without the rack, so I'm not putting it on. But it does seem like a nice rack if you want to throw it on there. So I'm pretty pumped to get on this thing. For your reference, I am 6'5" with a 34-inch seam. And that seat kind of just cups you right in there. And here's what it's like for me sitting on this bike. Obviously, no adjustments on the seat. It is a hardtail. Probably keep that tire pressure down a little bit on the rear. So I'm pretty stoked for this one, dude. What a unique bike. Let's throw it on pedal assist 5, see what it'll do. Ready, go. Seems pretty Dyson. As we can see, there is a rear brake light when you grab the brake lever. And on normal mode, when you flip that throttle, looks like it tops us out at about 26. I feel like we'll be able to get into the settings and change that. Typically, to turn on a headlight, you hold the plus button for about 2 seconds. Yeah, there it goes. Gotta point it up just a little bit. So headlight is, well, there you have it. There's what it looks like from the front. And it also has a rear light too. So I'm freaking pumped, dude. Let's go do it. All right, dudes, let's go out on a prowl. We'll fire up the Strava here so we can track our official range. Fire this thing up and feel it out. Give a little blip of the throttle here. Dude, no kidding, there's a motorcycle running down here. What? Like a motorcycle just chilling in the corner over there. All right, so let's see how this thing does on the 20% grade. We'll run it on pedal assist 5. It's on normal mode. We'll start out on throttle only and let's just see what it does here. Info. So giving us 1200 watts of peak power here, about 1200 watts. Absolutely no problem at all. And let's give it just a little bit of a rollout here, maybe pedal a little bit. So showing 1200 watts. So it'll probably peak out at a higher watts later, hopefully. Might need to switch it out of normal mode into a sport mode or something to get even more power. Dude, so we're gonna be cruising around on this thing today. Dang, dude, all this style. Look at that style. We got to be rolling in style too. Put some shades on. So we'll try the polarized lenses. Can you see the display through the polarized lenses? Unfortunately, my polarized lenses pretty much completely filter out the display. Throwing this thing on pedal assist 0, giving it throttle does nothing. Pedal assist 1, let's try throttle only. See what that takes us up to. So if you're looking for an electric bicycle to pedal, I will say at a 6'5" dude, this thing is probably not going to be your #1 exercise option. Now, comfort on this is a very unique riding bike. I mean, you're just really slung back here in the seat. It kind of like cradles you in a little bit, and you're just like leaned back, arms stretched out, man. This thing is a vibe, man. Let's just see how this works. So I'm like already on top gear of 7 on pedal assist 1, going 15 miles an hour. And you're probably going to want to run that rear tire pressure on like a little bit lower pressure because it is a hardtail. The seat, it really cradles you in there nicely, man. Like once you're on it, pedaling it, it feels like that little scoop is designed just right. And you know, as unconventional as this pedaling is, you certainly could get some exercise in on this thing. It's just gonna be working the muscles a little bit different. This is like a recumbent bike almost. Man, what is this, a Styling Friday, dude? We got the style, we got the Corvette out. Everybody's looking fly out here today. So let's bump that onto pedal assist 2, start just pedaling here a little bit, see what it does. Giving us 1200 watts of power, and it cuts us off right around 17 miles an hour. We'll bump it on to pedal assist 3. Boom, hits you with that power again. And I'm starting to run out of pedal cadence here at about 20 miles an hour. We'll hit it one more time on 4, pull out in front of the Range Rover. 23, and going around turns, man, what a unique feel. Just you know, your bottom down so low, it feels low and planted. Dude, I got dizzy from that. Despite the battery being up here, like your weight's just sitting down low, and that staggered set of wheels, 20 up, 20 in the back, 24 in front. So I've actually never seen a 24-inch tire wheel on any e-bike yet. Usually they're either 20 or 26. We'll flip it on to pedal assist 5 and pop out here into traffic. And yeah, man, you can feel it's a hardtail when you're going over some bumps at a pretty rapid rate. And we got a little moped up there we'll try and catch. We're doing 26, looks like it's a completely cut power after hitting 26.5. I don't know if I need to get into there. So it's on normal mode. I can tell this thing's got a little bit more pep in it for sure, because it just cuts us out completely at 26.5. What a vibe, dude. This thing is fun, man. This is not about speed, man. This is about just a good time. You know, of all the e-bikes I've recently reviewed, this thing like is the most motorcycle feeling, just mostly because of you know, the seating position. It feels like I'm on like a chopper motorcycle. Oh, there we go, dude. You hold down the I button and that switches between eco, normal, and sport. So we'll see if that changes anything.
Custom made or something? I've never seen that.
Right? No, you can buy it. It's called the Revibikes Prowler. Dude, this thing is getting so much attention. Like, I've already seen so many people looking at it. So let's go ahead and give it a 0 to 20 acceleration here, see what it can do on sport mode. So GPS in the left hand, full throttle, ready to go. I weigh 200 pounds. Eases on that power in the beginning. Showing 1400 watts, so it is indeed giving us more power now. And that is 20. And okay, yeah, dude, I can tell this thing got a little more pepper in it now, man. 27. All right, we're gonna let off here. That's a little bit faster right here. All right, let's give it a 0 to top speed acceleration. Ready, go. So we're on sport mode. Still eases on the power, giving us 1500 watts now. I see 1500 watts up there. 21, 25, 28 now. And it cuts you off at 28. You just feel the power cut out. I don't know if we can get in there and modify the top speed any higher, but I mean, it's pretty much legal class 3 top speed, dude. It's got power. You gotta have a password to get in there. I don't know the password. I feel like this bike could probably hit maybe 33, 34, something like that. If you change the wheel diameter, speedometer or something. You know, man, I think the real question we're gonna try and answer today is this the coolest bike in Venice, California today? But we'll try this on some other stuff like running up this sand here, see if it has enough power. Oh my goodness, I am actually very surprised it was able to make it up that. So I guess, you know, that big 26 inch, or not 26, 24 inch wheel in the front helps it kind of power over some stuff. And, you know, I gotta say, riding over that section right there, man, that felt pretty harsh. It is a hard tail, so I mean, there's just no suspension on the rear. There's really no way around that. But none of that matters when you're riding on a perfectly smooth street, where this bike's probably gonna spend most of its life, honestly. Oh. We got the caution tape up over here. Somebody's in cuffs. My guess is that chick was running from the cops. So I am noticing there is a significant difference between like eco, normal, and sport. Like that was flooring it on eco. This is flooring it on normal. And then on sport mode, man. So I know this thing is not meant to ride on sand and not meant to ride on the boardwalk, but we'll give it a try. On the boardwalk, yeah, there's definitely smoother bikes out there, but oh man, it's pretty hard. So we'll throw this thing on sport mode, full blast, right out here in the sand, and to my surprise, dude, I am not pedaling this thing at all, and it's actually powering its way on out here. I just feel kind of obligated to kind of pedal here a little bit. Riding over the kind of more hard-packed sand here, this thing's actually doing decent, dude. I do not want to ride down there, man. We will definitely get sucked into the water. So I really find it just interesting, you know, after reviewing so many bikes, that just having that bigger front tire on there really seems to make a pretty decent difference in riding on the sand. Should be on sport mode. Let's go ahead and see if we can get back through this more loose packed sand. Full blast, not pedaling. I'm gonna dial it down just a few gears. Wow, dude, I'm actually pretty surprised how well this did, but I think that's gonna be about it here. Let's hop back on it. Yeah, it can kind of get us through, but it's a really pretty torquey bike, dude. That's pretty legit, dude. Oh, dude, I can't even emphasize how much is rattling me though. Going over this with no suspension on the rear. Do not ride that over the boardwalk for your own good. So I do want to talk about the 3 drive modes. You effectively get 5 levels of pedal assist on this bike because you have the eco, normal, then sport mode, and it really does make a significant difference. So I found, like, you know, when I was trying to cruise on like sport mode down in like pedal assist 1, man, this thing's like whipping pretty hard, which is fun for power, but you know, it does give you quite a bit of power, so you can bump it down to eco mode, which you probably can't see that on the screen right now. Once you bump it down to eco, it gives you considerably less power. Then you get 5 levels of pedal assist on each one, so like, I mean, you can really kind of pick and choose whether you want efficiency and cruising comfort versus, you know, more of a sport mode. I don't know, dude, is that cooler than what we got? I don't know, you guys tell me. What the heck, dude, there's a dog just chilling out here, bro. Don't catch a ride. So given the appearance of this electric bicycle, I feel like I should just be pulling out here on the PCH, but that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna run it up that hill. You already know it's the California incline, and it's 85 feet tall, 12% grade. We'll flip this thing back into sport mode by holding down the I button and roll in here to the loop-de-loop, see how this thing handles. So we are full throttle, it's showing 1400 watts. I had to let up because I looked at the screen and whoa, yeah, dude, we got the power. 1400 watts. It is a relatively long wheelbase. The handling on it is interesting. Not bad by any stretch, but different than a normal electric bicycle. And full throttle here at the base of the California incline. Are we going to be able to work around here? 1400 watts, 1424, 1400 watts, pulling us up here, 20 miles an hour, 1400 watts still, 1415, 22 miles an hour, 1410. So pretty much peaks out right around the 1400 watts range, and it'll hold it there for a while. I mean, we're at 24 miles an hour, just climbed 85 feet on throttle only, and dude, we are whipping. So this thing is indeed 52 volts. I'd say once you flip it from normal mode into sport, you can tell it's got a little extra pepper compared to a 48 volt bike. I feel like this one gets a lot of attention.
Yeah, that's real cool, man.
Thanks, man, I appreciate it.
That's a Prowler.
Yeah, there's been so many people looking at this and some commenting. On the downhill, it'll cut you off at 28.8 up there. And whenever you have a heavier bike, you know, that's got some power to it, you're gonna wanna know you have some good brakes. These are Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, and Yeah, man, they're smooth, they're strong, 180mm rotors, hydraulic. I like these levers. I've seen these Tektro brakes on a lot of e-bikes, and these are some of my favorite budget-friendly hydraulic disc brakes. Dude, I feel like riding this bike when I pass people, I need to give them like the biker wave, you know? Drop your hand down. So let's say you need to use the brakes in an emergency for about 20. Let's go ahead and slam on them, see what happens. Yeah, dude, they're good, man. I mean, the tires stick to the ground good. That's one of the most important parts when it comes to braking. And we do that 4-inch wide fat tires, so a lot of braking force on tap. I don't think you need anything more on this bike. Oh yeah, dude, the Camaro's getting towed. I must have did something wrong.
So are you testing out more bikes?
Yes, sir. Well, have you seen me out here before?
No. I watch your YouTube channel.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah,
oh, cool, man.
He's always around. I've seen him a couple of times.
Right on, man. What do you think of this one? Yeah, it's
Prowler.
The Prowler. Yeah. It's a vibe, man. It's fun.
No, I love these things.
Yeah.
We live. I have a bastardized one that they Frankenstein. Like, oh, we can do this. So I had just completely took everything else out. The mid-motor did just increase the size of the battery. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it was like I was going from there to Santa Monica and all the way back and stuff. I was like, oh, I still had killer batteries. They're a lot of fun.
My name's Matt. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Enjoy it.
All right, yep. Got a police fan of the channel. That's what's up, dude. So final thoughts on the Revibike Prowler. I mean, dude, this thing is a vibe and it's got power, style. So I mean, if you're looking for something that's gonna get you attention and has style, don't think you can go wrong with the Revibike's Prowler. MSRP on this bike is $3,000, but it is on sale right now in the link below this video in the description box. So if you do want to grab one of these, if you bought through the link down below the video in the description box, that would help support my reviews on this channel, and I would greatly appreciate your support. But don't buy it just yet. Let's head on home, see what the final range is. No way, dude, that's a Cybertruck. We gotta get over here to see this thing. About to get ran over trying to pull this off. There it is. Bro, we gotta catch him, man. Come on, Mike, look at it. Dude, it's gotta be so annoying to probably have one of these things. Look at that thing. Cybertruck in person, man. He's got it all like blacked out, Texas plates. Is that Elon in there? Wow. Was not expecting to see that today. So just crossed over 19 miles, hour and 33 minutes of ride time. And up here on the dash, we are showing 59% remaining on the battery. So, you know, I did pretty much throttle only today because this bike is a little bit awkward to pedal. And then obviously, you know, sand riding, I weigh 200 pounds. So the way I ride this bike, you know, I probably end up doing around 40 miles. Overall, it's a pretty dope bike, awesome style. If you do want to grab one, buy through the link below in the description box. You will definitely be getting some attention while riding this thing, and it is just a vibe. However, if this is not the kind of electric bike you're looking for, watch this video next. I'll catch you over there.